Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai and today I'm gonna be reacting to Chainsaw Man chapter 167. But before that, let's take a quick overview of 166. So yeah, we start off with Katana still saying let's go to a brothel, and Asa just responding with like, oh, that's gotta be the last thing on Denji's mind right now, right? So this, I don't know. Like, this kind of feels like, some readers kind of wanting Denji to be kind of perfect all the time, or not perfect, but like be better than he is when he's not really. He isn't really on the healthy mindset to be able to make the most rationally or logical decisions that he should be doing. So if he doesn't do it, then people act like Asa. So I don't know, maybe that's a bit of a criticism of that mentality, while at the same time being like, well, of course Asa would react like that, grossed out, because she has no freaking idea what Denji has gone through. So to her, he's just like this teenager that is really just thinking about sex on the middle of looking for his missing sister who might be dead. So of course she'd be in disbelief and just not really trying to look for a way to sympathize with him. Like, if we really try to put ourselves on Asa's shoes, her reaction like this does make sense. Especially because Denji doesn't really do a good job at explaining himself either. So, yeah. Also, I saw someone post last week, post on Twitter about the gestures that he's doing with his hands and his face, and it seems very reminiscent of what Makima would do back in that very early chapter, when she first told him about the gun devil and about, if you want to be physically intimate with someone, then it feels better if you know them in a more emotional level first. So yeah, just looking at it from that lens, it's so freaking sad and even more tragic. The way that Denji is regressing and showing signs of it like this. And it's like we can see it physically, how much Makima's abuse on him has marked him. And then, of course, he tries to rationalize himself about, why he wants to go to the brothel. And he's just trying to search for validation, but obviously Asa doesn't give it to him because she has no idea why the hell would he be saying these things. Oh, and this one. She starts saying I, and then she says we're all worried about you and trying to save you. How can you think about sex right now? It is interesting how she went from I to we. Like, it should be obvious that it's not a we. But even then, why did she change it? Like, I feel like that's such a small but subtle way of showing Asa's insecurities right now. And then, yeah, Denji just continues to try and justify himself. and then he looks to the other guys around his same age for to back him up on this, but neither of them say anything in his favor. So then Asa just goes and keeps on shaming him. And then Denji just keeps on, very uselessly trying to say that, no, but I definitely gotta take care of this so that I can keep moving forward. But, that kind of just, he keeps on going and sounds way less convinced of himself. So then we get to the destroyed brothel, and it was just kind of funny how Katana Man had no idea this is what happened to it. I'm just curious how the management of this brothel was. And also, I haven't seen anyone bring this up, but like, maybe, I don't know, I should look it up. But I didn't think that, like, legal brothels were still a thing in the 90s. Hell, there might have been a thing after. But I just, for some reason, thought they were, like, a thing from the past. But anyway, it starts raining, and Denji just kind of, like, everything that he was about to do, or that he was going to try to do. But we don't know, like, even if the brothel was still running with people in it, if he would have gone through with it the whole way. But now he gets something that is like almost like a divine sign of like, you shouldn't do this. Asa, of course, doesn't really pay attention to Denji's reaction and just suggests that they should all go to eat. And then Denji just drops to his knees and his elbows. And everyone just looks at him. And he has basically an emotional breakdown. And it's very reminiscent of, oh man, I keep forgetting the chapter number. It's the one where he's with Kishibe and Kobeni in the safe house at close to the end of part 1. But this is like, that one feels like the setup, and this is like the big climax for it. Like, there is when he gets the idea that he wants to do all that. In such a, like, dire situation where Makima is still looking for him to get Pochita out of him. And here, he's having the regret of wanting all that. And it definitely feels very fitting. And it definitely makes me feel bad for him. Especially when you kind of realize that, like, Denji's hypersexuality is just not really his fault. It's more so of, because of Makima's grooming, and how Makima conditioned him to be like, well, oh, you want this? Okay. Like, you want to touch some boobs? Okay, here, I'll give it to you. And then you want more? Okay, then do this for me and I'll give it to you. And that felt well, definitely changed in a big way the way that he just thinks of women, but also what he thinks of himself. as a man of what to do and what he thinks he should want. I don't know, there's a lot of things here, but I'm really not the person that you should go to. But yeah, this is definitely because of Makima's abuse that he's like this. And it's just, it really, really hurts that he's just berating he's berating himself so much, because it's like he knows what it is that he's been doing wrong, but he just can't get himself to change. That's just relatable. You have something that you know that you should be doing differently, but there's something in you that doesn't let you. It's just not that easy to change. And it's just even more painful to see the way that Haruka and Nobana react to it. Because also, of course, they have no freaking idea why Denji is like this and what he's been through to be like this. And it's just, oh man. Like, yes, obviously, at some point he has some of the fault of like, it's definitely very morally dubious going to a brothel, especially owned by someone like a Tanaman, which makes me think that the woman there would not want to be there. But he still would have gone through with it because he just has these urges. But at the same time, it's like, oh, but like, if Makima hadn't gotten to him when she did, he probably wouldn't be like this. If he'd been able to have a semblance of just messy, but at the end of the day, normal relationships of a teenager, instead of a grown-ass woman teaching him how it should be, then yeah, all this trauma wouldn't be coming back to him like this, I feel like. But yeah, Yoda then takes over and deal with this in a way that's totally missing the point. Or your dick is the problem, then let's just get rid of it. Yeah, that's definitely what's going to cure Denji from all his psychological trauma. Okay, so that's where we left off. So I heard there's been discourse about the new chapter, and because there's basically something that happens that is, you know, something akin to like Fumiko's introduction. So if it's something like that, I'm definitely gonna be upset with Fujimoto. But I'm gonna try and keep an open mind and just, you know, judge it until I see it. But yeah, let's just get on with it. Chapter 167, Super Smooch. Oh man, I'm nervous. Okay, so he went in with Yoru into an alley. Oh boy. And she grabbed something. I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a metal tube. And for some reason, Yoru, not Asa, Yoru is really sweating. Why? And her eyes look very messily, like sketchily drawn, even to show how nervous she is. I found a knife. No, you didn't. You turned something that you found into a knife. Losing your dick should straighten you out, right? Take it out. Is he actually going to? He's making a face like he doesn't want to, but then why did he follow her here? You literally want to cut off my dick? What, did you think she was being metaphorical? Don't you want to be freed from your sex drive? Get it out. You're serious. Denji, if you don't want to, you can walk away, right? Right? Quit stalling. And now they're both sweating buckets. Actually, it might not necessarily be sweat since it was raining last chapter, but it doesn't seem like... Oh yeah, it's still raining, but something above them, I guess, is protecting them from the rain. Okay, so not sweat. I mean, if Denji wasn't seriously considering it, he would have already walked away. We've seen him walk away from weird situations before. Like when he went to the church and he met Bottom for the first time. Oh, he's actually getting his hand hovering there. We get another zoom in on his face. You want me to whip it out right now? And we get Yoru looking at him like as if he's dumb. You legit want to see me? You legit want to see to cut off my dick? A lot of repetition here, but I think it's necessary. Don't make me repeat myself. Get it out already. Hurry up. Oh boy. Okay, well, at first I was like, well, he can walk away, right? Because it's not like Yoru is forcing him, like physically. But now we're seeing like she's actually putting her hands on him. But he actually managed to stop her hand with the knife. Wait, slow down. I changed my mind. Yeah, okay. He changed his mind. But Yoru is going to keep trying, I'm guessing. But she gets her hand out of his grasp. Oh, she drops the blade. They're both looking at each other. Oh, fuck. No. This is what I was quite afraid of. Man. Let me keep reading. But fucking hell. I don't care. I have no interest in your foolish feelings. All I care about is fighting Chainsaw Man for real. Oh god. What if I crush your balls? Will that get you in the mood? What? There's like a flash of them kissing? Oh, it's a memory. It's when Yoru kissed him in his apartment. Kissed? Huh? We've kissed. How did she get that memory? I'm guessing she's the one that that now closed the distance between them. Ah, bro, I hate this. Oh, they both look pretty surprised at what just happened. I don't know how to take in Yoru's expressions. And she's doing it again. While still having her hand there. Oh, I hate this. A full page just for that. Oh no, and that's the last page. Yeah, okay. Now I completely get why there was discourse. Man. What is it with Fujimoto and making female characters sexual predators? And the thing is, this time it's not just Denji that gets harmed by this. Like, this also is basically making Asa's body do this. Well, presumably she's watching. And she cannot do anything about it. So basically, both Denji and Asa just got sexually assaulted. Oh, I hate it. I want to say something. I wish I could analyze it, but I'm just so fucking tired and done. Like, seriously, Fujimoto, before, like, with last chapter, I had some hope that we were going to address all this properly, but instead we're just giving Denji more trauma, as if he needed any more of it. He literally said right before she went for it, I changed my mind. Man. Like, I did not have a high opinion of Yoru before, but she was just an okay character. Now, though. Oh. Bruh, she's hideous now. And because of that last page, it was all the way. This is the first time that this is straight up rape. So, now I wish I could try and analyze why Yoru just kept going. But I don't feel like it. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't know when we're getting a new chapter. 1 week, 2 weeks. I don't know, whenever that is. Maybe I'll have the mind and I'll have calmed down enough to think about this in a more clear way and try to separate myself a little from it. But right now, yeah, I'm just genuinely upset. So I don't. If you found anything about my reaction enjoyable or I don't know, agreeable, then do please like and comment. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. See ya.